All right, everybody, welcome back to the RGN Intercontinental Dose. That is the number 2. This is our second Intercontinental Open, and we are live right now between, it's a wonderful matchup between Vengeance and Team Jose Olay.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun one to say.
Is, it's going to be enjoyable. It's on Season, which is a surprising first map selection. Usually you see this as a third map, and Pistol Round is already underway. Kyra is going to take the head off of Banks. They're going to get that bomb plant on the B bomb site, but here comes a big flank on the one man pushing up outside, going towards upper B from the T side. He's got that USP in hand. He's going to take down Kyra, going for the taps on a second. Can't quite get the angle, but here comes the support. Doesn't matter. Maxi and Jacob taking down 2, and Torque and Lopez. Nicholas gets 1, gets another. So now it's on him. It's a 1v2. It's Jacob and Maxi. He drops in, takes down Jacob. Maxi is there, so only 4 kills for Nicholas. And not able to find the ace. So Team Jose Olay not picking up the pistol round. Vengeance gets it, and we got right into things, so I didn't even get to do introductions. I am Bach, and with me is Laser, and this is only the second time Laser and I have ever casted together, so should be a fun time.
Yeah, that's so strange considering how long you've been a part of RGN now.
Yeah, it's been like 3 months.
Round. Yeah, it's strange how that works out, but the last round could have been, or it shouldn't have been as close as it was. Jose really putting up a fight in the end, but Vengeance with a very clean B take. But now on their anti-eco, they're running straight into a stack of Team Jose, and there's so many pistols right there. They're dropping one by one as they come out of middle, and it looks like Team Jose Olay is going to be able to steal a round with an excellent prediction. The premonition worked out for them, and now Jacob is left alone in a 1v3 to save the life, or save their chances here.
They have the great angles for this, and Jacob's getting lit up, but that was just great counterplay from Jose Olay. And the names on Jose Olay that I recognize are bigger players, and they're guys that I've been matched up against, unfortunately, in ESEA and Cevo Pugs, and I know how good they are, and they made me look like an idiot. So it's not a surprise that they're able to do some pretty impressive things in that eco round. And even the round before, I mean, I think that was their round.
Pretty close.
They had that flank player in Nicholas who was just tapping away at heads from the backside of upper B on the T side. They did not know that was happening, but unfortunately he couldn't clean it up. But it was, I mean, that was an excellent eco round there from Jose Olay.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're going to be seeing a slobber knocker here. These two teams taking incredibly fast, and the B here is Vengeance, and they armor box, so they're spending so much on this round, devoting so much to this one, and it looks like it's going to work out for them as they make their way into B. The Tech 9 is just so powerful and just run over Team Jose Olay, and then they collect the Galils that they lost in the prior round. So now only 2 members up for Jose Olay. And are they even going to go for this? It looks like it is going to be a save. So back and forth here, and Team Jose Olay is going to be forced with a decision if they want to force up or not. Judging off how things have been going, I'm predicting a force buy coming in from the Jose Olay squad.
Yeah, I would say that it wouldn't be too crazy to see a 5/7 armor buy, maybe a Deagle out there, depending on how these guys feel about it. Some of them, you know, have some experience in the game. They might be a little more comfortable with the Deagle, despite the fact that in Go it's pretty much a hot plate of garbage. You know, something we've talked about, and it's kind of like, I think, a new meta for the game.
I still love me some garbage, though, then.
With the Tech 9 being so strong, I almost think that if you're on the CT side and you just won pistol, I think you should stack a site, all 5 players, because the Tech 9 is so strong that it's easy to give up early frags and lose the site and be forced in a position where
so
you're falling off trying to
entirely give up the other bomb site.
Yep, I'd say stack a site, predict which one's easier to take, and then go for the retake.
That's crazy talk with the meta, but you know, I like it. Maybe a 4-1 would be feasible in my eyes, but a whole site stack, I don't know.
Maybe you have the one guy just pistol, like you take your dedicated offer, and you put him on a pistol, and you kind of see what happens.
You know, I mean, it raises so many questions about the current meta and everything. I think retaking would be far too difficult, but on the other side, we see so many of these rounds just getting given to the Tech 9, just being able to overwhelm and run and gun like that. So questions about the meta, I mean, that'd be interesting. We do see rounds like that, but mainly only on just on eco rounds from like CTs or something.
Nonetheless, it's Jose Olay on the retake here. Round number 4 going the way of Vengeance. They clean up that 2v2 situation by double kill from Maxi. So Meta or not, it looks like we should be moving into, maybe not. I thought they might buy up here, but I think they're going to save. They have some players with decent money because they've basically kind of light bought, ecoed. I mean, it's been a pretty weak buy so far from the CT side for Jose Olay. And I'm sure people are already going, oh, Vengeance has got this. This is a T-sided map. Some people would disagree with me, but I say this is pretty T-sided. The rotate time is very long for CTs. And also a reminder, this is Vengeance's map pick, I would assume. Unless this is Jose Olay's and they chose to start on the T side. I don't know. But
this is also a Source map, and Vengeance's roster is just stacked with Source players, so they're very comfortable here.
And you know, I'm a Source player myself, so this map definitely holds a wonderful spot in my heart.
Right? I don't want to hear any of the complaints about it. It's a good map, and it's going to stay in rotation. But this round, Vengeance on the anti-eco, taking things very slowly into B. They got one lurker, just a thorn in the side over there at the A-bomb site. Jacob is able to take down Torque. So only 2 members up here for Jose Olay, and questionable decisions from them because a few of them bought armor as well as 5.7s. In theory, to balance out the money, but unless your whole team's going for it, I don't think it's the best decision.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. It looks like we're going to be moving into a real buy here. So we're going to see an op on Torque. No op on the T side for Vengeance. And that's actually not a surprise. A lot of times when I watch Season, I don't see an op presence put out by the T side unless they try and get that quick pick mid. But look at this stack in mid right now from Jose Olay. 4 players in mid. One pushes up towards tree where the old generator used to be. And I think one went into the vents. One went jail. And they're already going to clean up a kill early here in the vents. So that was excellent play there from Jose Olay. Getting a kill early. It's going to give them some information, let them know what's going on. There's one player at stairs, and they're trying to wallbang him there. I didn't even know you could wallbang that, so learning a new thing here. Wow, he did
it too.
Oh my gosh, did he get counter wallbanged?
Yeah, he shot him. I didn't even know that existed.
I had no clue. So
that is
learning
nuts.
Something new here. That's definitely based on the new map, because that was not like that in Source.
Oh no, it would have got nerfed, guaranteed, but down to the nitty-gritty this round. 2-on-2, Vengeance managed to battle their way up middle despite Jose Olay with the stack, and now 1-on-2 Banks. Jose Olay really could use a round right now because Vengeance is starting to develop a bit of a lead. Now Banks coming up the catwalk. The setup from Vengeance is going to be so hard to deal with. The trade potential is just there. Anybody Banks peeks, he's going to have another rifle in his face immediately. He's got to go for it, though. He has no other option. Cheats out. There's the trade. He had a little window, but nonetheless, Vengeance is going to take it. 5-1. Jose Olay's got to do something.
Yeah, it's starting to get out of hand. They're going to be on another eco here, unless they force buy, which is definitely not what they should be considering here. I'm really curious as to whose map selection this was. Because if it was Jose Olay's and they picked the CT side, maybe it shows that they aren't as prepared for this map. But if it was...
It's got to be Vengeance.
Or, I mean, if it was Jose Olay's and Vengeance picked the T side, I mean, I'm really not sure. Because this is kind of a balanced, slightly T-sided map, so it's hard to predict. But yeah, like we said, 5-7 buy here. Only one player with armor, and that's Lopez. They're trying to take this op down, pushing up on B right now, and they're just going to run in and probably get mowed down. Continues to whiff on the shots, but Kyra is there with the backup. Doesn't matter. Kyra actually gets taken down. Barrage is going to come in and polish off JMZ. Maxi gets one in mid on the stairs. Makes it a 4v2 right now. Maxi at 10 HP. So he's heavily lit. Could be another kill for the side of Jose Olay. And ideally, you want to get 2 kills in these eco rounds. That's pretty much the standard safety eco. If you can get any more than that, that's, you know, icing on the cake. But you want to pick up at least 2 frags, maybe get a rifle and try and get one more. But it's going to be down to Nicholas and Torque here. 50 seconds left on the clock. Bomb making its way over towards the A-bomb site.
Yeah, one or two more for Jose Olay here would be not a bad round by any means. But Team Jose Olay just has to make the adaptation somehow because Vengeance is looking so comfortable on this map. And I think what we're going to see from Team Jose Olay, which excites me, that's going to kind of transcend the maps, or through the maps, I should say, is their willingness to just throw crazy eco round stacks. I've seen them. There hasn't been one round where they haven't not tried something on their eco rounds. And of course, I love to see that, but it is going to be Vengeance up 6-1 here. Economy is going to start flourishing more than it already has. Couple more, one member at least breaching 10K. So now for Team Jose Ole, how do they stop Vengeance on these gun rounds? Jose Ole hasn't really played it default yet. On the last gun round that I witnessed, they went for a mid stack and then rotated off. But we'll see. Team Jose Ole's mid-aggression before did pay off. It ended up in one of their members getting spammed again. And look at this. They're going to stack middle, and Vengeance is actually bringing a majority of their members over towards the B site. So unless these middle players get some information fast, this B player is going to be in danger.
Yeah, so they have 4 players over towards B right now, pushing their way up towards stairs. The 4-man for the CT side, that's Banks with the AWP. He's going to have a big job on his hands. He gets the first one. He's going to have to back off, but he doesn't get away in time. A guy takes him down as the, or he takes down Nicholas as well. So it's going to make it a 3v3 here. Jacob, Guy, and Barrage versus Lopez, Torque, and JMZ. They have a player coming upstairs from behind. That would be JMZ. JMZ's going to eat a nade from Barrage, so now it's a 3v2. Both players in the site. This is an interesting hold here from Vengeance, as most of their players are back on the stairs. Doesn't matter, they're going to get one. Going to go for the second, gets that as well. That's a 4K there for Guy. Interesting hold from Vengeance, but it works out. Jose Ole down by a massive deficit right now, 7-1 on the CT side of season. And, you know, it is a T-sided map, but I wouldn't say there's a single map in the current pool that is that T-sided.
And you got to think in the end there, had Team Jose have one smoke, obviously they didn't know Vengeance was going to secede the entire site, but had Jose Ole had one smoke, all 3 of the players were stacked up at lower. So Vengeance could have put themselves in a predicament there, but everything works out for them. Now Team Jose, continuing the aggression. This time, they want to try to work into the ladder room area. JMZ finds the first frag. We've seen Jose Ole here before, though. They have to hang on to this advantage somehow. Vengeance coming up the middle, 2 players. Lopez has to hold. Team Jose Ole still has not rotated any additional players towards the A site, but all the A players are getting the kills. There's 2 right back at him, though, so all even up 3-on-3, and JMC takes control of the halls, and that is a big frag this round. Because up until that point, Vengeance pretty much had Hall's control as well as the bomb up there. They could pinch the A bomb site. Instead now, they have to fight for the bomb. They're already down a player. They got to worry about Jose Ole coming in for the flanks. There it is. Banks gets one down. Now down to a 1-on-2 Maxi. But Jose Ole is going to take that much-needed second round. But this is a dangerous point because unless they win another one, they're going to be fielding pistol a long time again.
Yeah, they're going to be able to pick up an AWP, which is, I mean, it's going to be a great save for them. They're going to actually buy a second on Torque. So they're going to go for a double AWP buy. And in my mind, that kind of shows that Jose Ole is maybe not necessarily prepared to play Season so much. I'm still, we've talked about it a few times, not sure whose map selection this is, but the AWP buy on Season, it's not necessarily the greatest AWP map. You know, you have that mid area for an AWP play, but it's not really even necessary because you can play from Cat. You know, one AWP is pretty much too much on a lot of sections of this map, so maybe they're just getting a little desperate here and trying to get some nice shots and throw some rounds together by out-fragging Vengeance. But I'd say, tactically speaking, a double AWP buy on this map is a little bit risky. Nonetheless, we'll see what they can do with it here as they've got 1:05 on the clock, and Vengeance is just very patiently playing this.
Yeah, the double AWP, I mean, could they be compensating for, I mean, what seems to them a vulnerability? I'm not too sure, but sometimes just sticking an AWP there is not the worst idea. But coming up middle, wow, they let him up middle even though they have 2 AWPs in their roster right now. And Vengeance somehow is able to make their way into the prison. They do lose 1 player on the tail end of that, but Jacob's in a great position to hold. He goes down, so now this puts Vengeance in a tough spot. Mark's going off with the AWP now, and Vengeance just got kind of picked apart one by one as they're making their way into the site. Now settling on a 1 versus 2 with Kyer, and he's going to make the move over towards the A-bomb site. He actually has great positioning. He will beat both of them towards the A-bomb site, but never mind. Banks is going to be in position to shut off CT if he wants to. He hits the shot. Kyer peeks him wide and pays for it with his life. And there's the second round in a row for Jose Ole. And the ops really didn't do anything until the end of the round, interestingly enough.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Vengeance has already gotten enough. So if Vengeance gets any more rounds, they're pretty happy. 7 rounds on the T side, you're basically guaranteeing that split score of 8-7. They could potentially get the lead if they win 1 more. It's, you know, it's a very balanced map, but if they're doing that good on the T side, you have to wonder how good they're going to do on the CT side. And right now, Jose Olay is really struggling. Even the rounds they've won have been pretty close. And you can see it. The double alt buy is definitely something I would call desperation, because you're basically saying, I need to be able to get those one-shot kills and rely on my aim, because the tactical play is just not paying off for us right now. Looks like it's going to be a B play here from Vengeance, though, and they're going to push on Nicholas quickly. Take him down. Banks in sight, playing pillar. He's going to get pushed from multiple T's here. He's got to come up with another one. Only gets one, though. Jacob and Kyer clean up, taking down Banks and Lopez. Bomb's going to be planted. Smoke dropping on Bomb Box. And Torque is going to have to fall off from jail here as nades are raining in. JMZ back by CT spawn right now, and I think they're going to save these because the money on that side still hasn't quite recovered, only winning 2 rounds in a row, putting a lot of money into those rounds, having to rebuy multiple times. They're going to have to fall back. So this is going to be 8 rounds for Vengeance, securing the lead at half. The best score that Jose Olay can hope for at this point is 8-7, and I'd be honest, don't think that's going to happen. I think Vengeance is going to continue this momentum and possibly make this 10-5. I'd say that's probably the ideal score right now for Jose Olay, is getting 5 rounds and hoping they can pick something up on the T side.
And you have to hope for Jose Olay that this kind of mismatch we're experiencing right now is just due to the fact that it's season, and Vengeance likely has a massive advantage due to how often they've all played it in Source. But Jose Olay here, has the ship sailed their chance of a comeback? I mean, 8 rounds on the T side. I'm going to have to disagree with you. I still think this is a CT-sided map, despite the long rotations. But here comes Vengeance up the catwalk. Jose Olay managed to boost one up top of the A-bomb site, and I'm not sure if Vengeance had spotted him out or not. So JMZ could single-handedly win this round for Jose Olay if he plays his cards right. He only gets one. They're still fighting him, but Barrage takes him down. JMZ blows a massive opportunity. In all likelihood, Vengeance is going to be able to another round, and Jose is not going to have guns for quite a while here. As you can see, a lot of them bought up, trying to aid the 2 guns that they had saved, but it fails miserably, and now Vengeance is going to have a commanding lead at 9-3, and you got to give him the next 2 as well, because Jose Olay is going to be so broke. Probably going to have to double save even.
Yeah, and you know, the truth is, even if they took this and they put Vengeance on an eco, or if they took the last round and put Vengeance on eco, I mean, we saw what happened when Vengeance ecoed. The Tech 9, it's hard to stop that pain train on B if it's not countered properly. So, I mean, it's not even a guaranteed win if they broke the money on the Vengeance side, because the Tech 9 is just so broken right now. And on the other side, like, yeah, the 5-7's good and the 5-7 armor buy works, but it's just not even close. You just can't even compare them. So Jose Olay is just, they're really struggling here. They're floundering at this point, and you're going to see them here. It looks like they're going to go for a mid-stack, possibly nade up mid, try and catch a player off guard, but those players are playing back pretty far, sitting behind that smoke, and they're not really going to be able to do a whole lot with this mid-stack. They have 4 players there and 1 in the A bomb site, and they're getting desperate here. I mean, they're going for this eco stack, hoping they can pick something up, and it's not working out. They're getting mowed down early here. Torque is going to get one, but now he's stuck out in no man's land with the P250 trying to dance around that pole. Banks, the last one left, gets 2 somehow. So the USP master, Banks, going straight. James Bond picks up another one, and now it's a 1v1. Jacob and Banks dueling it out. Banks has no armor, smoke, and AK. He peeks. Jacob takes him down, but what a round there from Banks, picking up 3 big frags on the USP, or 2 on the USP, 1 on the AK. Could have been a huge round had he taken that. Instead, it's just a really strong eco round. But at this point, money is not the name of the game for Jose Olay. Round count is all that matters, as Vengeance has already hit 10 rounds. I mean, 10 rounds on the T side. That's just insane.
Yeah, I mean, whether this be a T or a CT-sided map, Vengeance is in great shape here coming into the second. And Jose Olay, I mean, they're going to have a crazy terrorist side. Otherwise, Vengeance is going to just walk away with this on the CT side. Vengeance here are actually struggling this round. Jose Olay, best chance in a while here. Looks like Jose Olay has aggressed up the middle, and Vengeance kind of lurking in the vents, finding themselves this round. And the vents aggression is shut down by JMZ, so now down to 2-on-3 as Vengeance makes their way over towards A. So I mean, the way Jose Ole had played this round, I mean, it's just too late for them. It's already 10-5. No matter what happens here, they've already lost the half. But now Barrage, last man alive for Vengeance. 1-on-3 has a lot of time to work with here, and he has that smoke that he can play off of at the CT spawn area. Gets the first one. That's not enough. JMZ takes out Barrage, and Jose Ole do take the 4th round, but man, 4-10 says it all.
Yeah, and the money on the other side is still ridiculous. So they're going to be able to buy up here, get AKs. Actually, it looks like Guy might be tech-9ing and Barrage might be as well. I think that's because of the alt buys they've been putting out. But the money on the other side isn't great either. You see Torque with the 5-7. Nicholas had a FAMAS. Looks like he picks up an M4, maybe tossing it to Torque. But it's a weak buy on the CT side. The T side actually is all bought out. They do have AKs across the board after buying up each other. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. 10-5 was the score that I predicted halfway through this half. And if they could pull that off, I'd say that's a victory, because then they can win that pistol round on the T side and make it a 2-round deficit if they can chain those rounds together. Although, like we said, with the Tech-9, ecos are not a guarantee at all. With the CZ, it was kind of there a little bit. You could definitely counterplay the CZ, but the Tech-9 is just so hard to stop it.
So you're saying the Tech-9's more difficult to deal with than the CZ was?
I think so, because it's got a bigger clip, a faster rate of fire, more damage per bullet, and it's more erratic. You can jumping headshot people very easily because the recoil is so sporadic and bizarre that it actually somehow works out.
Oh, let the rage flow through you.
I am so sick of the gun. I want it gone. I would rather have, like, I don't know, an auto shotgun. I would rather have something ridiculous like a Negev that costs $500.
Yeah, that gun certainly is nutty. Jose, they've over-rotated a bit. They still had 2 members in the site once Vengeance did a 2-man fake over towards B, and the A player goes down. So, over-rotate, it really doesn't matter considering Vengeance is walking away with a flawless one into the next half. So Banks here, 1 versus 5, you gotta go for it, bud. Do something crazy. There is no saving allowed. Oh, I have seen it before on the last round. But Banks, as expected, goes down. Vengeance up 11-4, and Jose Ole 4 rounds on the terrorist side. I hope they just spent all their time practicing on the terrorist side alone, and they just didn't even play CT, because that's what they're going to need.
Yeah, this is a huge deficit. They're down 7 rounds. Moving to the T side, and like you said, we kind of disagree about what side this map is, and that's okay. But even if you say that it's CT-sided or T-sided, it's not by a huge margin. I'd say it's like an 8-7 map, maybe 9-6 at the best. So to go down 11-4, they're going to have a stellar T-side. And it's possible that they do. They could have the most insane T-side we've ever seen, and, if they can win the first 3, if they get the pistol round and chain the next 2 together, then they pick up the first buy, then they're looking pretty good. Because they can start really chipping away at that deficit and building their money, and Vengeance starts to panic, starts force buying, starts breaking their own money, and a comeback is that much easier. To be honest, though...
Hypothetical.
It's all hypothetical. Vengeance has been so good on this map, I can't see them ruining this now.
Maxi, just from previous experience, in different iteration of the game, of course, but in Source, the way he played middle was really hard to deal with. Once he whips out that AWP, it becomes a different game, and indeed he is playing middle, but hold that thought. Here comes Jose Ole coming in to the B-bomb site. They get the start they need. 2 trades to 1, or 2 frags to 1, but Vengeance, with the quick rotate, they're already in the bomb site. Jacob snakes his way in there, and he takes down Torque. Maxi onto Banks, the rotate in full effect right now, and Team Jose Ole's chances are falling, but never mind, they take down Maxi, so still alive. Kyer, no, Jose Ole takes the pistol round, and that is the step 1 for all these hypothetical situations you're bringing up.
Yeah, man, they won the pistol round, and no surprise, Nicholas got a 2K. He was the one who had a huge pistol round for them on the CT side, picked up 4, so not quite as big of a round, but he did survive to the end. That's the round they needed. They need to just start stepping on the gas, and they can't let off. This could potentially be a make-or-break round, because we saw what happened last time. They lost the pistol round, won the eco, lost the following eco. The eco trades just got a little bit absurd in the first half. We'll see if that continues here or if they can just clean this up, because they can't afford to lose too many guns, and they're going to lose one early in Lopez. He did do some damage, but not enough. Barrage is going to take him out. So that's going to put a Galil in the hands of Vengeance. But look at this stack over on B. They are creeping up so hard. All 4 players there.
They gotta
just
go, man. They
walking
gotta
their
go.
way up. They need to move. The thing is, they don't know it's an A stack right now. The information was not disseminated properly, so they're actually going to peek, and these players have already rotated over. Unfortunately, they didn't pick up that Galil, so unless it's an HLTV glitch, I'm not seeing the gun. Banks is going to find the head of the first one. That's Maxi, and here comes the take on the site. This player behind Pole's going to try and come up, but he cannot. Guy is taken out. The 2 players left over towards the site are Kyre and Barrage. And Kyre is going to get 1. Jacob and Kyre go down, so now it's on Barrage. And he's going to go down to the SMG of JMZ. So a lot of 3-letter acronyms there. Jose Olay picking up the 2nd round, and that was what they needed, because they're going to be coming into probably a full save here from Vengeance.
Yeah, that round just goes to show how you could do the right thing in Counter-Strike, and you could set up your teammates perfectly, and still, a lot of times it's not going to go your way. Vengeance. Crazy stuff from them there, with the A stack bringing all their members over towards B. Jose Olay should have had a tougher time than they did that round, and now with not really the same setup, but even more passive this time from Jose Olay. They know Vengeance is going to try something, and they try the long A push again. This time it doesn't work out, and Vengeance is going to fall back to B again. So just look at the patience from Jose Olay. They are not budging despite getting an opener. And now Vengeance stacked in the B-bomb site. They made a little box here.
Look at this boost from Jose Olay. Torque is spotting out the head of Jacob. I haven't seen anybody do that on the new version of Season.
Right? Back in Source, it was pretty common, actually.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the players that we've seen in our tournaments and in general, they're not necessarily well-versed on Source. You know, if they're experienced, they probably had 1.6 experience and then came back for Go. So I like seeing stuff like that. Shows that they have, you know, some map knowledge here. But they are walking into a blender here on B. We'll see if they can come out alive, as it's a full stack and shots are going every which direction. And they are going to clean up somehow. The only one that dies is JMZ. And based on the setup that Vengeance had, that was an easy hold, but Jose Olay just cleaned up.
Yeah, that's kind of scary for Vengeance. I mean, obviously no guns were on the board. But now, is their B, you know, in seemingly weaker? They double stacked it 2 times, and both with the same results. Jose Olay just walking into the bomb site and obliterating everybody.
Looks like it's going to be another slow round here. They're executing this boost outside of B, trying to peek upper. And they're not going to spot anything out. These players over on B are actually pushed up somewhat aggressively. Guy, the bottom of the stairs, and Barrage is pushed all the way up on upper section. I forget what this would be called on the new map. It's kind of hard to make the call-outs, because there's not necessarily cute little names for all these spots. But they are pushed up pretty aggressively on stairs over at B. 2 players back there for Jose Olay. That is Torque and Nicholas, and right now it's just a reading game. They're trying to figure out what Vengeance is bringing on the board. They are down a player on TJO. That's Lopez. So it's a 4v5, and they're going to peek. Flash is going to rain out, and they're going to get lit up a little bit. Nicholas down to 55. Barrage and Jacob cleaning up here. JMZ and Torque go down. Barrage gets the last 2. A headshot on Nicholas and a body shot on Banks. And that's the first round of the half for Vengeance, and a very clean one at that. They just completely obliterate the T side of Jose Olay. And that was not what Jose Olay needed, because now they're back on eco. Even the rounds they've been winning have been a little sloppy. They've been losing rifles a little bit. Not so much in that one, but maybe the round prior.
They got second best rifles in the game right now, man. They bought up. They bought up. This is a gun round in my eyes for coming in from Team Jose Olay. They got these Tech 9s. In a lot of ways, they're actually better than rifles for rushing in these kind of scenarios. But here they come with the Tech 9. Vengeance is working with the smoke scope. Oh, Jose Olay runs straight through it, and the Tech 9's overwhelmed. Supposedly superior weaponry. But now into the bomb site, 4-on-3. Another member falls for Vengeance. Maxi and Kai are now the last two up. One coming up or one coming lower. And if you're Team Jose Olay, do you even consider picking up the rifles of the fallen Vengeance members?
It's like a joke almost. I don't know if you saw Nicholas Maxi on upper with that Tech 9. He basically just started shooting 2 seconds before peeking and then just ran around the corner. That's why the gun is stupid, because you don't need to actually aim or have any kind of idea of what is going to happen. You just run around the corner and pre-fire like a madman, and the guy panics because he knows how deadly the gun is, and unless he gets the early shot, he's actually at a disadvantage. That's why it's stupid.
So many of the things, guns, and everything you've taught have you been taught about shooting in Counter-Strike gets thrown out the window with Tech 9. You're not supposed to be able to run and shoot that accurately. Shooting that fast with a pistol, I mean, it just breaks so many rules of the game.
I mean, yeah, you know, when you have a rifle, you have to kind of counter-strafe or hold a position to keep your accuracy. That doesn't matter when a gun has a billion bullets and the spray pattern is very tight, but also very erratic, that you get random headshots very easily. You know, you can just run around corners pre-firing everything, and it's got to get changed. I know that I'm like harping on it, but it's just so frustrating to watch because I'm watching rounds that teams don't deserve to win. And I saw it a lot in at ESL with Fnatic and their Tech 9 buys. It's really not an enjoyable part of Counter-Strike because it's not like the teams earned it. They just ran around the corner pre-firing. It's not a pro game. That's amateur hour.
Yeah, on the other side of the coin, everybody can use the gun, but I agree, it's no fun to watch. It's like Nuke for me. It's just got to go. It's been played out at this point. But here comes Jose Olay trying to take into the A-bomb site. Vengeance, though, was holding sound just a moment ago. Now Jose Olay has brought themselves back into this round. Kyer still alive in the bomb site, just lurking about. He wants to kill his teammates, too. In a full bloodlust right now, but 2-on-2. Bomb still yet to be planted, so this is favoring Vengeance, but another one goes down. That's Maxi. Only Kyer. I think this man might be looking for an ace. Down to a 1-on-1. This would be huge. But Jose Olay is going to bring it to the 9th round, and actually, it's a lot closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, Jose Olay is just chaining rounds together, and they actually gave that round to Vengeance not that long ago, and that broke the loss bonus that Vengeance had built up. But they're going to be back up on rifles this round, but because they lost the loss bonus, this is a very expensive round, and if they lose this, they're going to be back on eco yet again. Maxi picking up an op, 3 M4A1s and 1 M4A4. And you can see they're going for the body armor buy, which is something that a lot of people have been talking about lately because the AK is a headshot only, or a one-shot headshot gun regardless of armor. A lot of people have been opting to pick up body armor instead of head armor and saving that money on the CT side. And a lot of it started with the change to the M4A1's price. So that little bit of extra cash definitely helping. The CT side's way more expensive than the T side, just based on the equipment needed.
And the Tech 9 as well. I mean, armor doesn't matter a lot to that gun either.
No, because it doesn't matter if they hit you in the head and they dink you with the first shot. They're going to hit you with 9 other ones within 2 seconds following. So, I mean, armor, you might as well not even buy armor if you're going to be facing off against a Tech 9. Just buy a Negev.
Terrorists in general, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how the meta changes more and more, what teams decide to do. But Jose Olay is going for a bit of a B fake, but Vengeance has worked all the way up in the holes already, and now they're already flanking as well. So Vengeance, excellent CT-sided play this round. They did not even allow Jose Olay to flank. The flank was already discovered by Vengeance by the time any of it came into effect. So very, very nice hold from Vengeance. And for Team Jose Olay, they were more than just a couple of steps behind this round.
And that was a round that Vengeance desperately needed to win. I mean, they put so much money into it that if they lost that, I mean, they were going to be sitting on eco. Instead, it's the reverse. It's what I call a swing round here. Jose Olay is going to be stuck on eco. And it's not really an eco. It's the Tech 9 armor buy. So they're going to get those little mini Negevs and some body armor probably, and just run around corners and click as fast as they can. And we'll see what they can do here in round number 23. 9-13, Vengeance Their lead is slipping a little bit, but they did just pick up one, and if they can get this eco round by the grace of God, Vengeance will be up 14-9. It'll only take 2 more rounds for them to end this.
Right, there are no more eco rounds on the terrorist side, but they do have 5 members ready to go. They're going to try to walk through the smoke this time. Similar setup to what happened last time, and it worked out for Jose Olay. They're going to try it again. Here they come into the bomb site. Barrage! And Guy crushed them as they come into the bomb site. Tech-9s this time ineffective. It doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. Great hold from Vengeance. Great teamwork. Counter nades. Everything. Jose Olay had a decent idea just to try to overwhelm and explode through the smoke, but in the end, not going to happen this time. In Vengeance, this is another round where they don't lose too many other players. Money's still pretty low, however, but can't expect JMZ to do too much more work this round. But on the 14th, Jose Olay running out of chances here.
You know, there's not much a Tech-9 can do about a grenade. If you stand on a grenade, the Tech-9, the one thing a Tech-9 can't do is save you from grenades. So the double grenade stack there on stairs by Vengeance just worked out wonderfully. They did so much damage to those players that by the time they peaked, it was only a 2-shot kill for all the rifles. So they kind of took away the advantage that the Tech-9 has in that at close range, the Tech-9 actually does more damage per shot than a rifle, because that's how broken pistols are at some points in CSGO. You know, the fact that an M4A1...
I think we got to make a promise to our viewers to not talk about this at all the next 2 maps.
We will. But like the fact that an M4 doesn't do full 100 damage at close range, but a pistol does, all pistols for that matter, it kind of seems silly. We are going to see a kill trade here in mid. Maxi gets one with the op, but catches a grenade, so that's Lopez and Maxi down early. It's going to be a 4v4, and it's a bit of a jail stack here, something we haven't seen from TJO yet. 3 players in jail, 1 in the vents, wrapping around back towards B stairs. So the pinch is on for these players at stairs. There's only 1 there, though, and unfortunately, this is already sniffed out by Vengeance as Kyra peeks in mid and takes down Torque. It's going to make it a 3v4, Banks, JMZ, and Nicholas. Left standing for the side of Jose Olay. This is pretty much must-win territory for them, and they are going to get 1 in mid. That's Banks picking off Kyra. Makes it a 3v3. Jacob playing very patiently at A. He's getting a lot of information, not seeing a single player pushing up on Subway, not hearing anything on Cat. A lot of shots raining out in mid. So it's pretty much decided at this point this is going to be a B play. And you can see these players from Vengeance backing off of stairs. Barrage is going to get back around towards upper. And it looks like they're going to be flipping this back around here, as Banks and JMZ are going back up mid towards Catwalk right now. Nicholas wrapping around from Vent, so this is going to be a big hold from Jacob if he can make this happen here. He's sitting on Horseshoe, M4A1 in hand. He's holding the angle, peeks out, takes the bomb down. That's going to be a big kill. 19 seconds left, gets another one as well. He peeks with the pistol. It's all down to Nicholas here. 13 seconds left on the clock. Finds the bomb, but not going to get the plant. Barrage takes him down. Excellent round there from Vengeance. A great hold from Jacob on the A site, and now Jose Olay going to be stuck on an eco. 15-9. Looks like Vengeance might finally close this one out.
Yeah, again, closer than I thought it was going to be. I was listening to some of the comms on Jose Olay's side. I didn't catch all of it, but it was something, and we could have won season. So I think they themselves are quite surprised at the results as well. So these next 2 potential maps, I think we're going to be seeing a different kind of Jose Olay. But look at this, Vengeance on their gun round to close it out. They go for upper hall's aggression with both of their players, and they both get taken down. In the meantime, they've already allowed the other members of Team Jose Olay into the A-bomb site, but Maxi posted up from the turnpike, takes down the first aggressor into the site, as well as another coming out of the U. So now Team Jose Olay really needs to get this bomb down. They're running out of time. The rotate is already going to be swarming all over them. But they do get the bomb down. That is one calamity avoided. But JMZ is actually in a pretty good spot. Maxi knows too much. Been in that situation before, and now down to Nicholas. Maxi, I believe that was a 4K. Could have been an ace. Either way, Maxi, formidable on D season, and that's going to be Vengeance winning map 1. I have no idea what map 2 is.
I think it's Cash. I want to say it's Cash. It is Cash. So it's Cash and then